I'm so glad I didn't pause that any sooner, because that was a banger of an ending. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Kieran, aka PastorSKAR, here once again, and we are back with another NF reaction video. But before we kick off, I just need to take a moment to appreciate you. So in my last video, I did something sneaky. At the end of the NF reaction, I said if you watched all the way through, comment with the word almond or almond, call it what you want, but I was like, drop that in the comments. And bro, the amount of people that watched all the way through is phenomenal, and I want to shout each and every one of you out. So Top Dog, Austin, who else do we have? We've got Chris, we've got scrolling, John Owens, Pamela, Allen, we've got Random, we've got Tom, we've got Vikiari, did I pronounce that right? We got Goldminer Mike, we got Rage, we got Asia, we got TB Thunder, we got Saved by Grace, there you go. We got Joseph, we got Agent of Zalem, we got Avid, Tom, Wesley, and David Turner. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to thank those people real quick for getting to the end of the video. Today there will be another secret sneaky word somewhere in this, but right now, next video incoming. This is Wait by NF. I have not heard it before. We're about to dive straight on in for the very first time. Very excited for this because this guy is incredible. I'm so glad you introduced me to him, and let's dive straight into it. Also, remember, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, it's basically payment. All right, I'm kidding, our videos are free. Let's hang out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump straight on over in and play. Is that where he lives? Okay, so already one thing I noticed, I know it's only been like, what, 4 seconds, 7 seconds, is that this song, unlike a few of his most recent ones that we've listened to, he starts right off the break. This is him singing, I assume, and instead of it being like, you know, about 8 bars of music before he then comes in with rap, instead, it's like literal first note, first bar. As soon as you hear the first chord land, he comes in with the weight, and I like it. It's different. He switches it up. So let's see. If he goes by the same pattern as previous, then very soon he'll come in with the rap. But let's see.
Don't leave me. Where you going? Where you going? Why you leaving? I can't lose you.
Wait, he's already... Bro, I just said wait. He is already going into the verse, but he's not rapping it. Are you picking up what I'm picking up on? Like at the start, it sounded more chorus-esque, right? Like the repetition, the word wait over and over again. I imagine that's going to be your hook. That's going to come back in later on in the piece. But right now, he started telling the story already. Every song has a story. He's already started telling the story, but he's not rapping yet, at least not in his traditional mode. I like it. It also sounds like this is a bit of a relationship song, and based off the wait, don't leave me, which is the original lyric, I'm going to go ahead and say a relationship breakdown song, which is a bit sad, but let's hear it out. Let's keep going. Also, I love that just musically.
I can't lose you. I can't lose you.
I can't lose you.
Girl, I need you. Girl, I need you.
Oh, there's the beat.
Don't you love me? Guess you don't want me. You don't want me. We back and forth, yeah. This ain't working. This ain't working. Loving perfect. Loving perfect.
We're gonna stop right there. I know he's about to hit big because I could hear the crescendo, right? Like it was building up to that point. So before we jump in, this is exactly what we thought. This is a song about a relationship that isn't going to plan. Some of those lyrics in there, we're back and forth. Yeah, this ain't working. This ain't working. Love ain't perfect. Don't you love me? Don't you love me? Guess you don't want me. You don't want me. But again, it's not you don't love me. I don't love you. Can't love you. Bye. We're done. The song's called Wait. Like it's literally saying wait, don't leave me. So it sounds like it's the other person in this relationship that is potentially saying, hey, you know what? I'm done. And Nate in this scenario, or NF, going, hey, can we try and figure this out? I know this isn't working, but, and here's that line, love ain't perfect. It's like he's trying to justify a little bit and go, look, I know it's not working. I know it's hard, but can we hold on? Can we wait? Can we just can we just chill? And perhaps the other person doesn't really want to play ball. Let's figure it out together.
Working, this ain't working. Loving perfect, loving perfect. I'm holding on to pieces of us that I just can't let go. I know this is a desperate kind of love, but it feels like it's hard.
Boom, straight back to that same sentiment of what we just talked about. He said, I'm holding on to pieces of us that I just can't let go. I know this is a desperate kind of love, but it feels like it's home. I.e., he's like, I know. Like, it's like he's like, I recognize that this isn't great. Okay? I hear that. I feel that. I recognize that this isn't great, but I don't want to give up on it. It just feels like home. This feels right. Like, can we try? I'm holding on to pieces of us that I just can't let go. I wonder if later on we'll hear a little bit more of the flip side, but let's find out. There it is. Holding on to pieces of us. Okay, we just brought the whole thing down again. Okay. Okay.
What you thinking? What you thinking?
Okay, so we started off with a really, you know, there wasn't as much going on musically, you know what I mean? It was not as many layers, if you will, if you understand that kind of music talk. In case you're wondering, for context, I am a musician. I've grown up playing music my whole life. I actually wanted to be a high school music teacher, funnily enough, but then the Lord had other plans, and now I get to lead an amazing online ministry on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/PastorSKAR. There's a cheeky little plug that I wasn't planning on putting in there, but if you ever want to hang out while I'm live, join us. I'm live most days of the week, so I'll catch you there. But anyway, that's why I love the music side, but I also love the lyrical side, because I've spent my life doing youth work. I've spent my time sitting with young people at the local skate park, and, you know, on doorsteps like this, and in scenarios where you just need a good conversation. And I've been there to be the ear to listen. And I've also been on the flip side of that, where I've needed to talk to someone and have had things go horribly wrong. And so these songs really resonate with me, and I hope you're enjoying going on that journey with me. We're going to keep on going now. Let's run it. Ooh, that was nice. It's so unnecessary, but I love what it does musically, because it just breaks it up. That way it doesn't feel like just the same old thing, same old beat. It keeps it interesting. Do you get what I mean? It just adds interest. So good.
Don't you miss us?
Don't you miss us?
'Cause you don't call that, you don't call that. Are you happy? Tell me, are you happy?
Are you happy?
Are you smiling? Are you smiling? Go happy. Tell me, go happy. 'Cause I am done, yeah, I am done. I'm holding on to pieces of us
This is a fat chorus right now.
that I just can't let go. I know this is a desperate kind of love, but it feels like
With the high synth in the background as well, it just adds to this like eerie vibe, but the beat is still like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Just musically, this works.
we don't want to have a conversation. We don't want to think about it. We just want.
And here it is. Now, finally, 2.5 minutes into a 4-minute song is the Nate that we see in a lot of other songs, where it's the rap, but without it being as melodious, I guess. Like he's not singing it. Like, yeah, okay, all right, let's go.
We don't want to have a conversation. We don't want to think about it. We just want to fake it. We just want to act like everything is great. Go back to the day watching movies in the base. And the problem is now.
There it is. There it is. Cracked code. I've got the lyrics on another screen here, which is why I look that way. We don't want to have a conversation. We don't want to think about it. We just want to fake it. We just want to act like everything is great. Go back to the day watching movies in the basement. This is a relationship breakdown from a lack of communication. That's what this thing comes down to. This is, we've got issues, but we're not going to bring up those issues. We're not going to talk about those issues. We're just going to fake it And, you know, people often use the line, fake it till you make it. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to a relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, even just a friendship, there's no fake it till you make it. All right. It's literally you gotta talk stuff through. You want to fix things. You got to have a conversation, as hard as that is. Because in this scenario, as you can see, it's someone saying, we don't want to have a conversation. We don't want to think about it. We just want to fake it. We want to act like everything is great and go back to the day watching movies in the basement. I'm telling you right now, you're not going back to that day. It's just not going to happen. And even if you watch the same movie in the same basement, it's just going to feel off. And you know why? Because there's something underlying that hasn't been resolved. I'm just saying. We're going to back it up a click. We're going again.
We don't wanna have a conversation. We don't wanna think about it. We just wanna fake it. We just wanna act like everything is great. Go back to the day watching movies in the base. And the problem is now I feel like everything has changed. And I'm trying to make a living on the music, but I feel like every time I look at you, I'm in a place. It's hard to be the man of the house when you ain't got a house. I hate this. It's complicated.
Okay, so some financial strain potentially as well. Even some like gender role stereotype coming in here. He used a line, it's hard to be the man of the house when you ain't got a house. And then this like low voice, which I assume is probably his voice, is saying, I hate this. Also love the fact that they added that low voice in there because, again, musically, it just breaks it up. It's like the little high bits they were throwing in earlier. Same concept. But that line, it's hard to be the man of the house if you ain't got a house. It shows me that not only is there this relationship breakdown, communication breakdown, there's potentially financial difficulty, and a lot of relational issues stem from stress about finance. It's not necessarily about not having finance. There are plenty of people that, you know, aren't super wealthy but have fruitful, incredible, happy relationships. But the stress of finance, whether you're super rich, whether you're super poor, or anything in between, the weight that you give that finance on your relationship can absolutely pull people apart. You see it all the time. But then also the whole concept of it's hard to be the man of the house, which is like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know what it means and I know what it means, but why does that need to be a thing? Like, why can't you together as a couple go, you know what? How about like, let's do this together. Let's do this journey together. Let's have those conversations, right? But instead, it sounds like they're not having conversations and everything's kind of falling apart around them and they're just trying to watch movies in the basement. So let's back it up and go again.
It's hard to be the man of the house when you ain't got a house. I hate this. It's complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated. We don't want to talk. We don't want to talk. It's complicated. I'm sitting in a hotel room like.
Okay, that repetition I actually really like. It's complicated. It's complicated. What was it? We don't want to talk, or you don't want to talk? We don't want to talk. It's complicated, because that is the number one key phrase you always hear when you talk to people that are in a messy relationship situation, right? How many times have you asked a friend at school, at work, or even yourself, and the answer is, it's complicated? And so him adding that line in like 3-4 times just then, and in between sneaking a little, we don't want to talk, is like, yeah, that's complicated. That's complicated.
Why? Call your phone and apologize. Gotta be a way we can make this right. We can make this right. I'm holding on to peace.
Okay, so it is literally what we talked about as well. I'm sitting in the hotel room like, why? Call your phone and apologize. There's got to be a way we can make this right. We can make this right. He's trying to make amends. He's trying to figure out, hey, you know what? I know this isn't great, but maybe we can push through it. But it seems like it's not being reciprocated on the other end. That's a sad story, but it's a common story. We see it a lot. Ooh.
That I just can't let go. I know this is a desperate kind of love.
I like this ending.
But it feels like it's home. Wait, don't leave me.
Oh!
Don't leave me.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't pause that any sooner, because that was a banger of an ending. Like, it kept the same chord progression, switched up the actual instrumentals, and he started singing in a slower kind of mode a lot of the lyrics that he'd already been saying. There was no new content, right, in that moment. and yet it kind of takes away a whole bunch of layers, just smoothens out, and it's just kind of chilling. And then for the last like couple of bars of it, they just threw the beat back in, but not in a way that's kind of in your face, but it's just a way that just closes well. That was actually super clean. I actually really enjoyed the way that that song ended. Overall, that's just a really good song. Like, at the end of the day, that is a well put together song. The lyrics are sad, of course, because no one ever enjoys hearing something about a relationship breaking down and the desperation in that. But as far as musically, like, absolute banger coming in. All right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. All right. All the fake fans, you know what I mean? All the people that are just like, oh, I'm just here. They've already left. It's just you and me. So last video we went with Almond. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a word. You know what? I'm wearing a Twitch shirt. Here's what we're gonna do. Use the word Twitch, but don't make it obvious, because people are gonna see your comment and then they're gonna be like, oh, that must be the word. So use it in a sentence. All right. I don't know. You get creative. Just say, man, this song makes my eye twitch, but in a good way. Like, I don't know. All right, you figure that out. That's your job. This is my job. I'll see you on the other side. I love reading your comments, though, so keep them coming. We will get our next NF reaction video coming up soon, and I know more songs have been requested now, so the list gets added to, and we'll continue. I love you all. Thank you for being here. If you ever want to join me on twitch.tv/PastorSKAR, link in the description below. Also, we're on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and Twitter and Discord and MySpace and Bebo and maybe not the last two, but we're on places. If you want the links, also in the description below. Like and sub while you're here. Thank you everyone for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. God bless you guys. Okay, love you. Bye.